but I did hear a little bit of your backstory. You're kind of a gold digger by your own admission, right?
I mean, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's sort of a joke.
Yeah, sort of a joke. I get it. But what was interesting is you said you were in a relationship with two different men for 18 years. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, but then you said that you were in a relationship with somebody else, and you put those relationships on hold.
Yeah, as it got more serious, I tried to make that work as the only relationship, and then it failed.
And then how many years were you with that primary relationship?
In total, it was like between 5 and 6, I think. I'd have to go back and look at the old calendar.
And you did drop those other men, right?
Correct.
So then you weren't really with those men for 18 years.
In total, yeah.
Well, I mean, are you saying that it was 18 years split?
Yes.
Well, how old are you?
47, 48 at the end of the year.
Okay, so 48. So this would mean that you took, 24 years you've been dating these two men? On and off?
You just said it wasn't, right, because of the one in the middle, so no.
Yeah, but you claimed that it was concurrent, so that means back to back. So you weren't with them for all 18 years, or there was a split, or what, like, tell me the deal here, so I understand.
Concurrent means at the same time. Back to back is in serial or tandem.
Yeah, so you were dating them both at the same time. That would be concurrent. So anyway.
Correct.
So back, yeah, correct. So back to you're dating these
Are you trying to figure out when I started dating?
Same time. 18 years, right?
Are you trying to figure out when I started dating men?
No, I'm trying to figure out if there was a gap between this 18-year mark that you dated these two men and the 6 years that you had with this other guy. So I'm trying to figure out, was it 18 years straight?
No.
Right? No. Okay. So then there was a gap. So in this gap, does that mean that those 6 years that you weren't dating those two guys, that actually is going to lessen the years? So you're only really dating these guys for what, 15 years or 14 years?
Repeat yourself? What are you talking about? You're talking about the math?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out
why,
how long you were actually with these two guys. Well, because you said it, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So
yeah,
18 in total. In the middle, there was someone else. You got it. Okay. You can do math. 24, right? There you go.
Yeah. So you've been dating these guys on and off for 24 years.
If you include the off.
Yeah, that's what I'm including, is the off. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah. Happy?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to make sense of the story. That's all.
It's not confusing.
I mean, it was kind of confusing, right? Because when you say, well, I was with these two guys for 18 years, right? But I was dating another guy for 6 years, and then I dropped those two guys. It is kind of confusing. So that could mean, well, wait, it was 18 years with these two guys, but then 6 years where I wasn't with those two guys. Or it could mean it's 18 years in total, but in the center, I dropped that off. You know what I mean?
What would be the difference to you one way or the other?
Well, let's assume for a second that you started dating these two guys 18 years ago, and then in the center of that,
wrong.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that would be the difference. Is let's assume that you did.
Then
18. That's why
you would be trying to gotcha me because at one point there would have been 3, which is not the case. But that's what you'd be saying is, well, actually for 6 years there was 3.
No, I'm not even saying that there was 3. I'm just trying to make sure that it was actually 18 years. That's all I'm trying to make sure of.
It's odd that you care so much, but cool.
Why would it be odd that I'm trying to make sense of the story you told?
Because it's super not important.
I mean, I think it's super important if you're on a dating podcast and you're giving a descriptor for the relationships that you're in, and then you give the year mark for those relationships, and then you throw in a curveball. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on what's going on. Like, how would I know if I don't ask you?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're clear.
Okay. But I'm still not clear, so I just want to make sure. I get this right. So the grand total, the grand scheme of things is like 24, 25 years, actually, that you've been dating those other two guys.
No, because there were years in between. So no, that's wrong.
No. I get it, but I'm just saying it on and off again.
Sure.
Okay. So then, at that 24-year mark, after the 6 years were done, how did you approach those dudes and ask them to come back in your life?
I did not. They did.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Well, how did they know?
People keep in touch.
So you were talking to them the entire time you were in this 6-year relationship?
No.
Well, then, well, who contacted who?
Did they like find out through social media or something, or did
Yeah,
you
when
tell
you break
them
up,
that you
people
were
find
single?
out. You have mutual friends, you go out to dinners, you do volunteering, people talk, right? Word gets out.
Yeah, I'm just asking about the particulars there. Like, how did the word get out to them that you were no longer dating this guy?
I'm sure gossip mill, either on or offline. Didn't ask, don't know.
Well, who contacted who?
Don't remember.
You don't remember if you contacted them?
I'm sure I didn't. I wouldn't have time for that.
So you think they contacted you?
Fairly sure. I don't remember. I don't have a lot of time to reach out to old friends. If they do, I answer.
Okay. How far spaced apart around the country are these two guys?
Next? Far enough.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to give me an exact geographical area. I'm just saying, are they 1,000 miles? Are they 500 miles? Are they really far apart? That's all I'm asking.
Far enough, and it's not your business.
Well, I mean, again, I'm just asking for the particulars. You don't have to answer. I'm just curious.
Thank you. I'm not going to.
Okay. Well, then I guess we can't get anywhere. We can't get into any of the particulars.
So have you ever been in like a committed, just monogamous relationship where it's just you and one other man?
Yes.
And is there anything specific to those relationships that you've been in which is making you want to date two people at once for the past 18 years?
What I want to do.
Yeah, I'm asking if there's like anything specific that prompted you to do that rather than spend your life with one person. Not just like, oh, like because I want to do that, but like what prompted, like what made you want to do that?
Because I want to.
Okay.
That's the specifics.
That's all. Just because you
So
feel
it's
like it.
why do you want that candy bar? Because I want it. Okay, yeah, we get that you want it. You want the candy bar because you want it. What she's asking is the underlying, like maybe you like chocolate, or maybe there's you have a sweet tooth, or maybe there's some like underlying reason. That's all she's asking about.
I'll think about it and get back to you.
She felt like it.
She felt like it. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions for any other of the guests, Andrew?
No, that was really unnecessarily combative, in a strange way.
Sorry.
I don't feel like I was asking anything that was like hardball or anything. I was just curious about the story and trying to make sure I got your story correct. That's all.
When I said hello and you said hello to everybody except the pilot, then I didn't like you anymore. I'm sorry.
That was a great joke. It was a great joke.
Not
This is why
so
women
great.
can't be comics. You have no